Trump, we're told today, meeting with his foreign policy team, that new team he's been putting together. And we have here in the studio with us former Navy SEAL and Trump supporter, I should point out, Carl Higbie. Good to see you, Carl. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I said it earlier with the abortion comments. I think, minus the content of what they talk about sometimes in these interviews, I wonder sometimes, in just watching the discussions, Chris Matthews yesterday as an example, whether Mr. Trump is as prepared as he should be for some of these issues. What do you think? I mean, you support him.
Well, absolutely. But look at the #1 rule of negotiating, which Donald Trump is a champion at, is never take your biggest card off the table. The nuclear card is a huge card. Do I hope we ever have to use it? Absolutely. I never want to use a nuclear weapon. But he's not going to take it off the table because that is the one thing that these people really are afraid of. And if they thought, even in the back of their mind, that we would use one, the ISIS fighters, they might stand down significantly.
Others argue that just having, that is the one card that even though they exist, and they have for years, the president, for example, today working on, stopping nuclear proliferation, that's the one card, and Matthews brought this up yesterday, that you do it, actually do take off the table. You say no. You leave it.
Why would you take your biggest card off the table? The last time we used one, it gave us decades and decades of peace. I advocate not to use one, but the fact of the matter is, it saved a lot more lives to use that in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Well, I guess the argument is the stability, world relations with other countries.
It's a risky card, and I'm thankful I don't have to make that decision.
Right. So you're watching it, and you're to the example that was used yesterday. You're David Cameron, or you're one of these other world leaders saying, boy, is he serious? Do we want that? Maybe we do. Maybe that's your argument.
What I think we need to do is we need to set the threshold now for it. Because if I had told you 3 years ago that there was going to be a multinational fighting force spanning 3 geographical countries with its own currency, chopping people's heads off, burning people in cages, you would have said, no, that's not possible. But it's here now. So set the threshold now. What is the threshold for a nuclear weapon? That way, when that time comes, we know what to do. Okay, fair enough.
Now, so you watch Trump, right? And as I said, you're a supporter of Trump. And you've probably heard, I even brought it up, this argument the last couple of days that, boy, I wonder, is he fit to be president? Because was he prepared to answer that question? Was he prepared to answer the abortion question? Does he use the language of the Middle East that other diplomats have used over the years? It just doesn't seem like he's ready. That's what the argument is. I mean, you've heard it. What do you think?
Well,
what do you say to that?
Over the last years have gotten us, the longest war in American history that we can't win because we're afraid of offending terrorists? No. The diplomats haven't gotten the job done. Neither has the current president. So what Donald Trump is taking a completely different approach. His stance is America first. Strength. Peace through strength. Much like Ronald Reagan.
He's been tripped up a bit this week on some.
He has.
What do you think?
Look, you're running for president of the United States. You take a lot of questions every single day. Maybe you miss here, maybe you misspeak. Look, mistakes happen. I've done it too.
No, Carl, you're not running, but not yet at least. Carl, thanks a lot. We appreciate it.